Hey guys, what is up? OKJB, and today we're opening another Elestrals starter deck. Today it is the Centaurbor starter deck. I do have a Panterror starter deck opening on my channel, so be sure to go check that out if you want to see some more Elestrals content. But today we're going over this Elestrals starter deck here, Centaurbor. Just like last time, we'll go through all the cards real quick. I don't know too much about the game rules still, so I'll explain things as I can, but for the most part, I am just sort of getting these cards so that I can actually learn how to play with some physical cards. So real quick here, on the back, of course, it shows the card list here. We get the 60 card deck, of course, a 40 card main deck, and a 20 card spirit deck is what makes up those 60 cards. And yeah, so of course, we're gonna crack this open and see what we can get. As I said in the last video, you actually have a chance of pulling a chase card in these starter decks, a stellar rare. I believe it's one of the spirit cards. So let's crack this open and start going through this deck. If any of you watching this play Elestrals, be sure to let me know what deck you play down below and what starter deck is the best one for upgrading. I did only get 2 of them, unfortunately. If there are some more available, I may try and get some in the future. Let's go over the contents again real fast inside this box. So, of course, you get a spin down die. Super helpful, I'm sure, in the game of Elestrals. And then let's go see what else we get in here. We got some little cardboard filler. We get the deck here, of course, featuring Centaurbor there in the beautiful holographic pattern. You also get a little how to play guide. I'm going to save these, of course, so I can take these around as I teach people how to play this game because, of course, I am not an expert on the rules quite yet. Nothing else in the box there, but of course I want to point out the awesome artwork that is actually inside the box itself. Very cool quality of the product. All right, and there is Centaurbor, the mascot of the deck. That is such awesome artwork there. And of course, that all over foil pattern is sweet on these starter deck cards. I believe these are all starter deck exclusives. They all say SD in the bottom. I think most of them do at least. So yeah, let's go over this whole deck real fast here though, guys. Put that foil there to the side. We got Sprouter. Very cool. I was super excited to see this deck. I really like archetypes that involve plants usually in card games, so I was super stoked to see what these ones were. I also like dragons, which is why I got the Panterror starter deck as well. Centaurbor, very cool, very cool. Spy Nymph, cute little bug fellow there clinging to the tree, who evolves into, I assume, Spinosect. Now I know in the card game anything can evolve into anything, I believe, as long as the spirits match, I believe. But I think in the lore of Elestrals, things actually do evolve into specific other creatures. Girafflora, oh my god, that is awesome. I love giraffes, actually, one of my favorite animals. Just a quick fact there for you guys. And yeah, this is awesome. Very cool, very cool. 2 copies of that. Equilinks, awesome. We got 2 copies of Equilinks. Tectaurus, very cool. Scary looking fellow, would not want to run into that in the middle of a desert. Rumagem, awesome, awesome. Little gem mole kind of guy it looks like. P-Gust again, awesome. I guess this is like a generic Elestral, I imagine. P-Gust, Aramare. Again, these were also in the other starter deck, so I assume these are sort of like basic cards you're going to use in several decks, things that are very versatile. Boombat, again, the same sort of deal we got going on here. Nectar of the Gods, awesome, very good card. Love to have some more copies of that. Ambrosia, again, another good card, I believe. And this deck actually had 2 Nectar of the Gods and 1 Ambrosia. The other deck had 1 Ambrosia, 2 Nectar of the Gods, 2 Ambrosia, 1 Nectar of the Gods. Very interesting. Circle the Sky. And there we go. This is the sort of like god card I was saying, like in the last deck. So this one we have Demeter, who is, these cards are very powerful. I know you sort of play these down and they sort of do give your other Elestrals on the board different bonuses. So we got Demeter, 2 copies of that. Foloy Forest and Arena, I believe these are called. Very cool, a couple copies of that. Scythe of Demeter. Earthquake, then we got some spells going on here, very cool. A couple copies of Earthquake. We got Tornado, a couple copies of that. Thunderstorm. Again, I think these were some of the similar spells over in the last one. Ooh, Poison Tipped Arrow. Very cool. I've seen some people actually mention this card before, so I assume this is a pretty good one to have. A couple copies of that. And that concludes the 40 card main deck here. So let's go into the spirit deck here now. Tyratlis is actually one of the first Elestrals I ever saw. I'm not sure if it was one of the first designs that was maybe released or something along those lines. I think it was in the spoilers, sort of. That A-Drive was putting out. So very cool to finally see this and actually have like one of these cards in my hand. Very cool. So Tyratlis. Let's see all the spirits we get in here. And of course, look, and I'm not sure if like the Stellar would have been right there, but either way, of course, we're going to go through all of these. So all of these Tyratlis, very cool. Awesome. As long as like the ink looks sort of different in these ones, right? A little darker in these ones over here. Kind of interesting. Wasn't sure if it was like intentional. Lycaris, very cool. Some wind spirits. And Zapdos, some flame spirits. And then of course there's one of those very helpful sort of rule cards there explaining the turn order and then battle phase. That was the Centaurbor starter deck. If you like seeing these Celestial cards, go to my channel and check out the Panterror starter deck opening. I'm excited to get more into this game, so make sure you subscribe for more Elestrals content coming in the future. Thanks for watching and have a good one.